So, I was thinking about this one. I was doing something else. And what I wanted to say was that I was on LinkedIn actually. And I'm hoping to keep this short and sweet. But what I was thinking is basically that, with everything, sorry, with everything that sort of happened in terms of, the new normal, which is work from home, flexi hours, and all of that. I mean, okay, I'm still in my early 30s. But I find or I feel that my opinions are often overlooked as slacking, wanting the easy way out. And the reason why I say that is because I love flexi hours. And I'm sorry to mention this, but as a single mom, yes, there are many single moms out there, but as a single mom, I love flexi hours, living where I live, driving into Cape Town, it takes 2 hours, having to drop my daughter off at school, that's an hour. Then after dropping her off at school to work is another hour. If I worked in Rondebosch, no, I don't know. If I worked in the southern suburbs, it would take an hour and a half, because dropping her off at school is still an hour. And then, traffic from her school to anywhere in the southern suburbs is another 30 minutes at the least. Um, but yeah, I've found, sorry, that my opinion is often overlooked as wanting the easy way out, um, not having any work ethic or anything like that. And that's not the case. That's definitely not the case. I work from home. I hardly take any breaks. I don't want the pat on the back, but I hardly take any breaks. I sit down at 7:15 and I'm working already. Like I'm putting in a full hour, and then I take my dog for a walk, and then I come back, and then I work, and there's not. I find that when I work from an office, because lunchtime is so lunchtimey, that it's got to be taken between 12 and 2. So it's like, oh, I gotta quickly do this. I gotta quickly take my lunch. I'm at home. I'm taking lunch at like 11. I'm taking lunch at 3 in the afternoon because that's when I'm hungry. You know, um, I find when I work from an office, I do clock watch, and I'm not going to deny that. I clock watch because I'm like, shit, it's like 5 minutes to 5. Let me go pee quickly. Let me go, make sure I have all my stuff, make sure I have my bag, at home, I can sit until 5:30, 6:15, 7 o'clock, even working, because there's no limitation on my time in that sense. For me, it's always been about as long as my job is done. If I can get my job done in less time, so if I work 9 to 5, and if I can get my job done by 11, well, 1 o'clock, I'm not saying I want to go home. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that give me a little bit of trust. Give me some flexi hours. I personally, it's August 2021. I personally do not ever want to go back to an office full time. I do not. It is not in my plans. I don't think it ever will be in my plans. It's Friday in August of 2021. It's currently 11 o'clock in the morning. I have done maybe 2 hours worth of work today, and I'm done. I don't have any other work. So I cannot fabricate work. I cannot make work for myself. My colleagues are very much aware of that. I'm not sure if my boss is, so hopefully she doesn't watch this video. But yeah, I'm very, very cognizant of the fact that I cannot fabricate work. I cannot, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting here, I've got my laptop open, and yeah, every hour on the hour I press send and receive in case an important email comes in. If I'm away from my desk, I've got my emails on my phone. So for me, if I ever need to go back to an office environment, it's definitely, I'm going to be asking for not even flexi hours, I want minimum. Oh, sure, not even minimum. I want, yeah, minimum 2 days in the office, maximum 3. So like a Tuesday and a Thursday, or a Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Thursday. Do you know what I mean? And also this nonsense of working till 5 on a Friday. Please, guys, I've had a long week. It's been stressful. I don't need to see you. You know, like, no. It's a Friday. Let us go off at 2. Let us go off at 3. You know, there are times on a weekend when I'm sending and receiving on my emails, you know, I don't mind working from home. I don't mind coming home from work, sitting down, working again. You know what? But in the reality of the situation, which I have realized, is that working from home means I have an extra hour in the morning, means I have an extra hour in the evening in which to do my work, because once again, I'm not clock watching. Working in an office, it's like, oh shit, it's like 10 to 9, I started at 9 o'clock, I hurry, da da da. Then you get to the office and then you're so stressed out, you don't have your coffee, you don't have your breakfast, because it's like, shit, if I go and have my breakfast, I literally walk in, if I go and have my breakfast at 9, 9:15, people are going to be like watching me, see what you're doing, why you do, why that's out of the biz, that's out of like 18 hours, blah, 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 you know. So for me, it's a lot of, if my job is done, if I am, you know, if I can complete a task by the end of the day, then so be it. But I mean, as an example, today, I have no work. What am I supposed to do? If I was in an office now, I'd be catching on gag. Do you know what I mean? It's not as if I was in an office, like, no, there's nothing for me to do. So what do? I watch movies the whole day. I use my own electricity. I use my own fiber. I honestly, I know that's like, oh, you're still in company time for you to take this video off the internet. But I don't feel like I'm still stealing company time, because I don't have any work to do. I didn't even take my dog for a walk this morning, which means till about, I think, 10 o'clock. I stopped working at 10. So what did I do? I had a client email me back saying that she wants to have a meeting with me. I set that meeting up. That took me like 20 minutes, because I don't know what the hell. I was getting confused. I was trying to do it a different way, and the way I wanted to do it didn't work. So I had to redo it, and then, yeah. I responded to a few client emails. I updated a spreadsheet. So yes, it doesn't sound like I did a lot, but I completed my tasks for the day. You know, yeah. So personally, me, I do not ever want to go back to an office full time. Right now, I save on petrol. I save on the wear and tear on my car. My dad uses my car, so that's wear and tear and petrol from his pocket. You know, and yeah. Right now, I'm earning a salary that allows me to work from home. If I was to work from an office, yeah, things would change drastically. So yeah, I do not ever want to go back to an office full time. I would like to work from home forever, especially as an introvert. I find that when I need to be off, I can be off, you know, because I'm alone, I'm here all the time, you know. It's very difficult to be off when you're in an office full of people as an introvert. I find that working from home as an introvert allows me, when I need to be on, I can be on. I'm on like a mad person. I'm just on all the time. You know, and that happened quite recently, where I had to be on, and it was a full 2 weeks of being on, because I had interviews after interviews after interviews, and I enjoyed it. But I know that if I had to work from an office, I would have been depleted a lot quicker. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I don't ever want to go back to working in an office. I cannot see myself doing that. I cannot see myself traveling. Good Lord, the other day I took my daughter to school. It took me an hour and a half. I was so tired when I came home. I was like, why do people do this? So yeah, I understand some people have the luxury of working from home. Some people don't. It's a luxury I would like to keep on having. Like I said, I don't expect to go back. I don't expect to work from home every day of the week, but I don't also ever see myself going back to an office. COVID fucked us all.